Okay. We got some health back. We got to experiment. He had a running strike force too. I almost kind of want the homeboys back. I know they have a lot of defense and they can be theoretically dangerous, but for how much reward they give me and the fact that they don't do these running cheap punches. On the other hand, I could just get good, right? And block the incoming attacks. Alright. Ooh. Finish that guy off. Lead pipe throw. I'll be here eventually. There you go. You can have it back. Just didn't do a very good job of catching it. Alright. Rocks. I have to be careful with my throws because they're so powerful. If I get a ricochet or I accidentally hit myself in the back of the head like I've done a couple times, I will hurt myself pretty bad. Alright. Keep that chain going. Knock one guy down with his friend. Alright, come on, AI. Come on down. And... come on, you know you want to get punched in the face. Come here. No. Come here. Get punched in the face. There you go. See? Wasn't that better? There you go. Oh no. Alright, I don't want any part of you guys. Have fun. Alright, so let's see where the money's at now. We could always do more stuff with Mervs, just to see what the different things give me. As long as I keep going up in money, I think that's not a bad strategy. And we can get some of the other stats we need to improve up. So we had all the sandwiches. Let's go on to drinks. Gotta wash that stuff down. We'll start with milk. No, we'll have that here. Alright, so that is just straight up health. We'll have some iced tea. And we'll have that now. And willpower, that's all that is. Okay, so kind of like a hot tea. Iced tea gives you willpower. It's just not quite as good. And then we'll wash that down with a nice soda. Weapon up. Not really what we were looking for. Do I want the Merv Malt? We'll save it. We'll save it for next time. So we continue to get stats we don't really want. Weapon and throw. Well, I tried to meet him there, but he got off his kick before I got off my punch. There we go. Ooh, no, I want the money. See that guy? He's trying to be cheap. Throw weapons at me, will you? There you go. I'll cheese you. Cheese you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Alright. Let's go on to the next area. While our luck holds. Ah! Load in, get punched in the face. Oh, both of them survived that beating. Alright, we're getting a little beat up here. see your tire with some brass knuckles to your face. Go. Rat guys. No, bad. Okay. I tried to avoid him, but he clocked me. We didn't get any health back from that willpower get-up. That's unfortunate. Again, I refuse to deal with the frat guys. Alright. Let's continue with Mervs. Again, we want to continue to make money. We're very close to being able to get the veal. Alright, so we have one drink left. That's the Merv Malt. Yes. No. Defense up. Okay, good. Stamina, a little bit. Alright, let's have some sides with our drink. We'll start with Merv fries. No, we'll have those now. And we get stamina up. And that's it. We'll have some Merv rings. I have a feeling that this is going to do roughly about the same thing. But you never know until you try. Ooh, we get some strength. That's definitely something we need. Okay. I think that's good for now. So let's take a look at where our stats are at the moment. So we've got our strength is at 24, so we're looking good there. Agility is still on the low end. Kick is still on the low end, but we finally found somewhere we can actually acquire kick. Our punch has actually gone beyond weapon, but throwing continues to go up. Okay, so we're not doing too bad. Willpower is now above 60. And our max power has not really been going up, but I think my theory of, you have to get max power by actually getting more stamina than you can normally hold is the way you get it. And now that we have 97, that's going to be harder and harder to do. What I wouldn't give for some more homeboys. Those guys paid out pretty good. And they're relatively easy to deal with. Comparatively. It's funny how a couple of the weenier gangs are actually theoretically tougher than a supposedly stronger gang like the homeboys. And stat-wise, yeah, the homeboys are stronger. It's just that they act in a way that is easier to fight. They might be hard to take down, but once you do, they're definitely worth it. Alright. Go on to the next screen. I'm hoping for some homeboys here. We haven't seen them in a while. More than likely it's going to be the jocks, as those guys show up here a lot. No, thank you. Okay, jocks. Have to be careful with that tire. As it continues to roll, it will continue to do damage. Oh, guys running on a screen here. Cheeky jump kick. These guys seem to like to do the jumping attacks. Didn't have them quite lined up there for the throw attack. Alright, that should probably be about it. More jocks. Just jump over the tire to be safe. I do not want a lead pipe to my face. Get him back. Come on. There we go. Taking a little bit of damage. Oh man, we missed him. Okay, that's probably it. Now the question is, do we have enough for Chezwale? Probably going to be close. If it's super close and we just don't... Oh, yeah. Okay, we got it. All right, here we go. Vio Wale. Yep. All right, we got strength 5 up. Fantastic. Willpower 1 up. Stamina 94 up. And max power is 1 up. No thank you. So mostly that helped us in strength. And our willpower is at 63 currently. You know, I could be wrong on where the cap is for the stats. But I think at this moment, we're ready to continue on our journey. So we're going to go on and face the next boss here. We're full up on health. And we don't have a lot of money, so if we die, it's not a big risk. Ah! Gosh! Not having good luck here out the gate. Not what you really want to see on a boss run. Probably the smart move here would actually be to get some recharge before we head out for the boss. As I said, it is kind of a long journey to get to them. And if I remember correctly, this is one of the bosses that you're going to encounter the backtracking that exists in the game. Out of curiosity, because of where we are at this point in the game, should we try and face the 2 bosses? I honestly don't think my chances are good. But considering I just got the crap kicked out of me and I don't have a lot of money on me, I don't think that's that big of a deal. So let's try and take these guys. Alright, here they go. They're going to be going wild on me now. Alright, I've killed one of them. I want to collect his money, though. Here we go. Alright, we managed it. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to do it, but considering we just farmed a boss, that's pretty tough. I don't know if I want to do that again. I mean, in theory, I could keep going in there and spending my money and coming back and really level up quickly, probably by doing that fight. But that is definitely a very risky fight. But it's a good sign that we were able to do it. And right now, I'm just going to finish off this screen of guys, and then I'm going to go back and get some food. Because we did just get a fair amount of cash from those bosses. Alright, that looks like we've done it. Ooh. Come here. Alright. I'm gonna go continue to get my kick power up. So we'll get some chow mein. And we'll actually buy 2 of these, just to make sure my health is up. And we'll buy another one. And then we're going to do the boss run here. Alright. I want to see if I can afford recharge at the pharmacy, because that will help. Yeah, we can just, and even if this run doesn't go well, we can always keep it in our inventory and use it at another time. Alright. So in any case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break here. So as I've done in the past, I'm going to go ahead and put up the password. So if you guys want to follow along, you can. So I'll leave this up so you can copy it down, and I'll copy it down myself. And we'll be taking a short break. So let's get back into things. Alright, so we're gonna go for the boss here. And we're gonna have to put our hard pants on. Because it's going to require a little bit of that. Although this boss isn't too bad. It's mostly the area you gotta travel through to get to the boss and then back. Because you're gonna have to do backtrack to get to the next boss if you're gonna want to do them in succession. Okay, nobody here. Now we have to go to the warehouse. Alright, so we got homeboys. Now I gotta watch, there's a pit in the middle here that I can die if I fall into. There we go. Oop, gotta watch that. Let the box bounce into myself. Trying to be clever using it against my opponents. The way this game works sometimes reminds me of like a Jackie Chan movie where you use everything in the environment against your opponents. Alright, now the warehouse itself. This is where you're going to encounter... Ooh, no. This is one of the tougher gangs. As a matter of fact, it's the toughest gang. As you can see, it looks like that one boss that I fought that one time. That's because he is one of the enforcers in that gang. So there's a trick to making this jump. You kind of have to run and jump at just the right point to make it. So usually my line is you have these two shadows, a darker shadow and a lighter one. You kind of go on that line and then you just do a running jump to get up here. It's a little tricky jump if you're not used to the game, but it's not too bad once you get used to it. Alright, we'll cheese this guy a little bit. Fortunately, I couldn't recover quick enough to hit him with my... Alright, I gotta be careful, because I actually don't want guys to spawn back over the other side. See if we can hit this guy with this rock. No, not quite. The fact that he had a tire actually made him a little bit easier to deal with. Well, until he did that. Okay, here comes the boss. Maybe. There he is. Alright, now he's going wild. We don't want that. Got him in an uppercut chain. That we want to see. That we don't want to see. Him getting behind us. Alright, we got him. Alright, so what he told us there is that we have to go back to Sherman Park, which was that one area early on after the first mall. And previously, a gang would spawn in there. Now the boss that we have to fight is going to be there. Alright, so we got to that boss. Now we have to get back to the park. Matter of fact, that was dumb. I was trying to get around them, and then I did dumb stuff. Just go this way. Alright. Trying to get weapons on me. See? There you go. Come here. Alright, I'm just going to continue on. We don't have to necessarily clear these levels out. But we'll take what I can get. Alright. We should have a fair amount of money We're back to this mall. And where are we stats-wise? Alright, we're still behind on kick. I'd like to balance that out, so we'll probably get some more chow mein. Oop, didn't mean to run there. I could have been mad. I could have ran into that pole. Okay, chow mein. Do we want to fight this boss? Maybe. These frat guys aren't too much of a problem. Dealing with them okay. There's the boss. Now, we took up on bosses that are later in the game than this guy, so I was hoping I could manage that. Now, we're not going to go to the park just yet, because I definitely need to health up. But this is where you find the next bosses. Off of this area here, you just go up to the park. And as I said, where normally you would fight a gang, you're going to fight the boss in their place. And he's a good boss to farm, because you can just go back to him. It's fairly easy to get to him from the mall. So if you need to heal up, you can just go fight him and then go heal up. Now these guys I'm going to clear out because they're the generic dudes, and we can definitely handle them pretty well. I'm actually tempted to go after the boss at this point because we have a decent amount of health. We have a weapon, so we could throw it at him. You know what? We'll do it. But I have a feeling I have a decent amount of money, too. Alright, here he is. Alright, so we just let him get that weapon. That's not what we want to see. Alright, now we're a little bit in trouble. Cheese. And also, scratch my nose, because that was getting itchy. Alright, we'll be throwing him against this wall as many times as we need. There you go. See, he's pretty tough, and he gives you a lot of money as a result. But he's fairly easy to get to, as I mentioned, because the mall is right nearby. So he's a nice, easy boss to farm. That is, if we don't get beat up by a bunch of common gangsters. Alright, I've had enough of you guys. Alright, let's take a look at the haul. We're at $34, so we can afford the most expensive sushi here. Go ahead and grab it. If I remember correctly, it was well worth it. Punch 4 up. Throw power 4 up. We don't really want that. Strength 4 up. We do want. Willpower is maxed out, so I guess we're done with willpower. I guess I was wrong with the cap. I guess it's 63. Stamina 83 up. Max power 1 up. Alright. Let's take a look at that. So, my memory is a little foggy of where the max stats are, but I'm fairly certain max power 99 is probably as high as it goes, and it looks like for all the other stats, 63 is as high as it goes, because we maxed out on willpower. I wouldn't have mentioned willpower unless we would have gotten it. Now, it will mention max power pretty much any time you eat anything, but when it comes to the other stats, it won't mention them unless you're actually getting them. So when it said willpower maxed out, that's a sign that we're not going to get any more willpower than what we've got. And And considering how much I like willpower, it's good to have it, although, as we can see, it's not that hard to accumulate it. So really, the things that we're lacking are agility and kick power. Weapon power I really don't care about, and we did start off getting a decent amount, but I've kind of stayed away from the food that gave me those, so... And throw power continues to go up as well.